All right, good evening, everybody. I know this is a surprise for all of you because it's Tuesday, not Wednesday. Um, the well, let's start with the basics here, and then we'll get into why we're doing it on Tuesday. Okay, so we are at Old Town Quilt Shop here in Orchid, California, on the sunny central coast of California. So here is where we are located. If you're lucky enough to be here in our beautiful state. And this is when we're open, our hours. So we are currently open Mondays 3 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 10 to 4. If you aren't able to visit us in person, you can always shop on our website at oldtownquiltshoporchid.com, or you can send us an email or give us a phone call, and we're happy to help you out there. Okay, so we're doing a Tuesday video. I know last week I said we weren't going to have anything this week. However, today we got in boxes and boxes of stuff. So that we didn't want to have an hour-long show next week, so we thought, well, let's just go ahead and do the video and newsletter today, get it over with, and then next week we'll see what else we have, and we'll do a QuiltCon recap. So the reason that we're not having a video tomorrow, Wednesday, is because Mom, Michelle, and I are going to QuiltCon in Phoenix. What is QuiltCon? So that is a modern quilt show, and it's for everybody, not just for shop owners. It is for, consumers as well. So it's a show that focuses mostly on more modern quilting as opposed to like traditional quilting. And then there's also vendors and everything. So I've never been. I was excited to go. I just want to kind of see what's out there and what fun things we can actually bring back here. What are things that people are interested in? So it'll be a good time. We're only going for the one day on Thursday, and we'll be back on Friday because somebody has a class to teach. But that's okay. So, QuiltCon it's going to be a lot of fun. So we decided we would go ahead and just do the video today, even though you weren't expecting it, because we have so much to show you, and we don't want next week's video to be an hour long with tons of fabric plus a recap of everything. So here we are. All right, so let's get started because there's a lot to show you. Like I said, we got boxes and boxes in today. Lots of stuff. All right, so the first one is from Moda. It's called Flower Patches. This is really bright, cool fabric. So I want to kind of open this up. This is a fabulous large scale print fabric with these great big flowers that'd be perfect for, fussy cutting. So if you're doing a collage type of thing and you want to fussy cut those flowers, these are great for that. Or if you're doing something that takes a large focus print that maybe has like a 10-inch or 9-inch square and you want to have some, really big, bold things in there, this is perfect. Or a bag. This would make a great pocket on a bag. So lots of fun things that you can do with this one. This one's a nice big print. And then we have a couple of smaller prints to go with it. So some really pretty flowers. I don't know what they are. Roses, amaryllis, camellias, dahlias. I don't know. But they're on this really pretty blue, midnight blue background. And then we have a more compact print with smaller flowers on it. It's got those, pinks and peaches and purples in there. And then, of course, dots, because no collection is complete without dots. So we have a tone-on-tone blue dot, and then a tone-on-tone kind of purpley dot. They actually call this jam. This reminds me of like raspberry jam or something. So we've got the 2 dots, and then the 3 different sizes of flowers. This one is my favorite. I can't wait to use this one. Guess what it's going to be used on? Maybe a bag. Okay, so that's Flower Patches from Moda. Okay. Then we have Ebony and Ivory from Northcott. So we have a black and a white. So I know that a lot of people are doing coloring book pages with fabric. So what you do is you color, you get a black and white print and you color it with the washable markers, and then when you're done you throw it in the wash and it comes clean, and then you can do another one. So this is great for that. These have all kinds of really pretty flowers all over the place. There's sunflowers and lilies and all sorts of other flowers that I don't know the names of. But that one is the black drawn with the white background, and then this one is the black with the white on top of it. So you could still color this one and throw it in, but the white one is obviously the more fun one to do. So these are Ebony and Ivory from Northcott. Okay, and then we're going to jump a couple of holidays and go right into Easter. Now let me just tell you, bunnies are prolific in our shop because we have so much Easter fabric right now. So it just keeps coming. So this one is Easter Wishes, and this is designed by Patrick Lose for Northcott. So we have these really pretty Easter eggs on a dotted lavender colored background. It's really cute. It's very springy too, not just Eastery, but springy. It's got the little kind of lace doily looking type thing with the tulips on it. Really cute. And then you have this nice kind of soft, almost retro feel with the little flowers on there on a white background. So you've got the blue and purple and green. Make a cute little dress. And then we have the hyacinth colored plaid. I think this would make a great boy's Easter vest. I just really like this one. And then, shocker, we have dots. Maybe they're supposed to be eggs, but they're dots. So they're all, you know, the little pastel colors that match the eggs and everything else. And they're on a kind of cornflower blue background. So these are all Easter Wishes. And again, those are Patrick Lose for Northcott. Continuing in the Easter collections, we have Hoppy Easter. This one is more your traditional kind of Easter with the little bunnies and their colored eggs, and they're all on a blue background, and it's kind of a texturized blue, so they're on like kind of darker and then there's lighter in between. But they're just having fun hiding their eggs, or maybe collecting eggs, I don't know, in their little garden of tulips. And then we have all the eggs. So these are nice, bright, happy colors, fun and exciting, great for a placemat for a young one. Give them some ideas on how to decorate their eggs that are $12 a dozen. Okay, and then we have Easter words. So this is not directional. So, you know, none of these are directional, which is really nice. We like that. So you've got all the words, and they go every which way. It's Easter greetings, Happy Easter, Easter wishes, egg hunt. So it's got all kind of, you know, fun Eastery type words in there. So those are all Hoppy Easter. Now this other one is a different collection called Spotsy, but the color goes really well with it. So obviously it's got spots on it. It's a pretty lavender color. It's dots. Why should it be called Dotsy or Dotty? But it's called Spotsy. So it's kind of a, you know, mottled texture in the back. So really pretty. And so they all work really well together. And actually the Spotsy could go with the Easter wishes too. It goes well with all of those. So all of our Easter fabrics will go well with Spotsy. We have a lot of them. So get going on your Easter stuff. Clothes and table runners and placemats. All right, on to the next holiday. So this is called American Tapestry. This is a 1-yard panel of all red, white, and blue quilt blocks. They all look like paper-pieced blocks. They all look like blocks I would never do. So this would be a really fun way to kind of get that paper piece look without actually doing the paper piecing. You can cut them up into, you know, the smaller blocks and put them all around in your quilt, put different sashing in them, make something really interesting. Or you could just leave it as is and border it and have a nice lap quilt for the holidays. This would make a really good one to, you know, give to Quilts of Valor, or if you make quilts for vets. So that's a nice one. It's kind of that Americana look. And then to go with it, these are also called American Tapestry by QT. We have this border stripe. So again, it has all of kind of those star blocks, not as much detail on this one, but it would really, you know, you could cut the borders out and border, you know, the fabric, or make one of those table runners that uses a border print. That would be a lot of fun. So borders and sashings, and then we have the stars. And again, it's that kind of more Americana type look with the more muted colors, and you've got almost like blue wood grain or brushed kind of look in the background there with the red, white, and blue stars. So again, that is American Tapestry by QT Fabrics. Okay, and then we have La Dolce Vita by Free Spirit. Now this is not a Cafe facet print, however, we have it with the Cafe because look at how gorgeous it is, and it looks kind of like his stuff. So it works really, really well with his stuff. The colors just are, you know, very similar. The style is kind of similar, so we have it with all that. But again, look at these gorgeous sunflowers. Just so pretty, really pretty colors. So we've already sold some of this, and we've picked some things to go with it, some great purples and greens to go with it. So if you need help picking some fabrics to go with, we've got you covered. So La Dolce Vita by Free Spirit. This is actually a Stacy Peterson design. Alrighty. Then we have Into the Woods from QT Fabrics. I believe this might be a Dan Morris. I'm not entirely sure. So this is a great wood grain texture. The color is called Tobacco. It's you know, a lot of different shades of browns and tans and beige, a little bit of black in there. The reason we have this is because we have these two fat quarter bundles. So we have the warm version with more of the reds and the oranges, purples, well, violet, I should say. And then we have the cool version with the purples and the greens and the blues. And both of those, so each of those has 16 fat quarters in it. And both of those, plus the fabric, the wood grain fabric, can be used in this quilt called Dreamweaver. Now, this quilt finishes 68 by 80, so it's a rather large quilt. You could probably shrink it down if you really wanted to. But these, you know, in here use that wood grain texture in there. That one. And then we can use a black grunge for in there to give it that kind of textured look. Now it does call for 1/8 of a yard of a whole bunch of different colors. However, I looked at the pattern and you can actually use fat quarters. The way that it gets cut to make everything, you can use the fat quarters. So if you got a bundle of the warm and a bundle of the cool and some yardage, you could totally make this quilt. So lots of fun on that one. It looks like a really fun quilt to put together. Very different. Geometric. Okay, if that's not your thing, we have Dresden's. This is designed by Sherry McConnell of Sherry and Chelsea. And this is using their Raspberry Summer collection, which I'll show you in a second. So this pattern actually makes a wall hanging, a pillow, and a table runner. So both of these are pre-cut friendly plus other fabrics. So out of the fabric, for the pre-cuts, we have the charm pack, so the 5-inch squares of Raspberry Summer, just really fun, fresh, springy, and summery looking things in there, all kinds of colors, very typical of Sherry and Chelsea. And then we have the 2.5-inch strips. So for the pattern, the table runner takes the charm packs. So you could definitely do the table runner with those little Dresdens in there with the charm packs. Pretty easy to do. All the directions are in there for it. So, and we should be getting fabric to go along with it, the coordinating fabrics to go with it soon. We never know when. They always ship the pre-cuts ahead of time of the fabric, and we don't really know when the fabric is going to come. Hopefully within a week or two, but we shall see. Okay, so a reminder about the LQS contest. We're not in the running to win. We'd have to come up with a lot a lot of votes, but every vote that we get is still really, really good. I'd like to eclipse last year we had like 280 something. When I looked yesterday, we were at 224, so just 60 something more votes. Come on, people. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote. Get all of your friends and family to vote. You can, if you're at a computer, you can scan this QR code with your phone, or you can just go to this website, lqscontest.com/vote. And please be sure that you are voting for the Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. When you start typing the name Old Town, like 3 or 4 different places come up. So just make sure that you select the one that's in Orchid, so you're not voting for some other Old Town Quilt Shop. That would be lovely. So anyways, please vote. It's really, really nice to read your guys' comments. There's a lot of nice things. We're getting really big heads from all of the fantastic things that you guys are saying. But it's nice to know that what we do here actually makes a difference in your guys' lives. That's important for us to know, because some days it's like, why are we here? But reading those comments, we know why we're here. It's because of you guys and all the wonderful things that you do. So anyways, please vote for us. We would really appreciate it. Okay, so I will be sending out a newsletter tonight, and then you will not get one tomorrow on Wednesday because we will be in Phoenix. And then probably on Thursday we will try and go live. I'm going to try to do it on YouTube, but I don't think I can I don't think I can do that. but we'll do a Facebook, and then of course once we get home, I'll put that Facebook video onto YouTube so that everybody can watch it, so that nobody misses out on what we see at QuiltCon. And then next week we'll do a QuiltCon recap of all the fun things that we saw in case you missed the live. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the fabulous weather that we are having here, and we will see you next week.